What if I told you there's something you could hide under your bed tonight, something so small, so simple, yet powerful enough to start changing your financial reality? Most people would laugh at that idea. But what if I also told you that this strange little practice has been used quietly for centuries, in different cultures, under different names, all pointing to one thing: attracting abundance while you sleep? Stay with me, because in this video, you'll discover what this hidden item actually is, why it works, and how thousands of people have unknowingly activated their own wealth energy through this same method. You'll learn the truth behind an old practice that many dismissed as superstition, but which modern studies on subconscious programming now confirm: your sleeping space can deeply affect your mental and energetic state. Think about it. You spend 1/3 of your life in bed. It's the place where your mind is most open, where your subconscious takes over. So, if your waking thoughts control only part of your reality, what happens if your resting place starts sending signals of wealth, peace, and security to your deeper mind? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. Throughout history, people have hidden objects beneath their beds: coins, herbs, crystals, written prayers, believing they would attract luck, protection, or prosperity. Ancient Egyptians placed symbols of wealth under their sleeping chambers. In Asian traditions, families would keep gold or talismans near the bed to anchor abundance in the home. Even in the early 1900s, many kept cash under mattresses, not just for safety, but because they believed money close to the body would multiply faster. These customs weren't just superstition, they were early attempts to harness the power of belief, environment, and energy. Science now tells us something similar. The subconscious mind, active even in deep rest, responds strongly to physical symbols. A single object tied to an intention can act like a constant affirmation, working quietly, long after you've stopped thinking about it. That's why what you hide under your bed might matter more than you think. In this video, you'll learn exactly what to place there, the best way to prepare it, and how to use this method to say goodbye to scarcity once and for all. We'll talk about why this simple act doesn't just attract money but reshapes your mindset, turning your bedroom into a field of abundance energy. So, don't rush. Watch this video till the end, because each step builds on the last. If you skip ahead, you might miss the one detail that makes it all work. By the end, you'll not only know what to hide under your bed, but also understand how to align your thoughts, emotions, and space for prosperity. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, where we uncover hidden truths, forgotten teachings, and timeless secrets to transform your life from the inside out. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next few minutes might just change the way you think about money, forever. Have you ever noticed how some people read every financial book, follow all the budgeting rules, save carefully, and still can't seem to get ahead? They know what to do, but something always blocks the flow of money. It feels as if an invisible wall stands between them and the abundance they work so hard for. That wall isn't made of numbers or bad luck, it's made of mindset and environment. You see, money doesn't only respond to logic, it also responds to energy. If your thoughts are filled with fear of losing, doubt about deserving, or constant worry about bills, you're unknowingly pushing abundance away. The mind keeps replaying scarcity like an echo, and your outer world reflects it. That's why even the smartest money moves sometimes fail, because deep down, your inner energy is saying, "I don't believe I can have more." But here's something most people never think about: your environment can hold the same energy as your thoughts. Especially the place where you rest, your bed. It's not just where your body sleeps, it's where your subconscious resets every night. Everything around and under your bed carries vibration, yes, even clutter, forgotten objects, or empty space. When you hide something under your bed with clear intention, you're not just storing an object, you're placing a message into your subconscious field. You're saying, "This is the energy I want to sleep on." That's why this act is symbolic and powerful. It bridges the gap between the physical and the unseen, between thought and manifestation. So when we say, "your bed and what's under it matter," it's not superstition. It's the language of energy, the kind that quietly shapes the flow of abundance in your life. So, what exactly is this item you should hide under your bed? It isn't something rare or expensive. In fact, it's something deeply personal, a symbol of abundance that carries your intention. It could be a small written note with a simple phrase like, "Money flows to me easily." It could be a clean coin or a small amount of cash, representing the wealth you want to multiply. Or maybe a golden charm, a crystal associated with prosperity, or even a folded piece of green paper with your desire written in present tense. What matters most is the meaning you attach to it. This isn't about superstition, it's about energy, focus, and subconscious alignment. Once you've chosen your item, treat it with quiet respect. Don't rush or toss it carelessly. Hold it for a few seconds, close your eyes, and imagine that it already holds the energy of abundance. Then place it under your bed, ideally beneath where your head or heart rests when you sleep. Some prefer the center, others the top corner near the headboard. There's no rigid rule, what's important is that you know it's there, safe and still, holding your silent message to the universe. When you lie down at night, the item becomes more than a token, it's a bridge. While you rest, your subconscious keeps working, absorbing the intention you placed beneath you. It reminds the universe that you are open to receive. But remember, this is not a magic pill or shortcut. It's a psychological and spiritual trigger, a signal that begins the shift within you. Real change happens when your thoughts, energy, and actions align. The hidden item simply helps you focus that power, quietly awakening the vibration of prosperity while you sleep. When you hide that small, meaningful item under your bed, you're not just performing a strange ritual, you're sending a signal to your own mind. It's a quiet declaration that says, "I am ready to receive." The subconscious mind listens more to actions than to words, and this simple gesture tells it that something new is beginning. You're no longer chasing abundance, you're preparing space for it. This mindset shift is powerful because it turns expectation into readiness, and readiness attracts opportunity. Now, think about your bed. It's the most personal space in your home, your place of rest, dreams, and renewal. Every night, your mind moves between conscious and subconscious states. By embedding intention there, you're influencing your deepest layer of awareness, the one that quietly shapes your habits, emotions, and outcomes. That's why this practice works best in silence, because the subconscious understands energy more than language. Spiritually, this isn't a new idea. Across cultures, people have always placed sacred symbols under their beds or near where they slept. Ancient Chinese homes hid wealth charms to attract prosperity. In European folklore, people placed protective coins beneath their mattresses to ward off misfortune. Even our grandparents kept money under the mattress, not only for safety but because they believed it kept wealth close to them, symbolically multiplying it. These customs carried meaning, they anchored abundance through faith and repetition. But here's something important to remember, no symbol works without your action. The item under your bed is a trigger, not a miracle. It opens your mind to possibility, but it's your daily choices, saving, learning, giving, believing, that bring lasting change. The universe meets movement with movement. The symbol only reminds you to keep moving toward your prosperity. First, choose your item. It could be a coin, a small note, or a written intention that clearly states what you want. Write something positive and present, like "Abundance flows to me easily," or "Money comes to me from expected and unexpected sources." The words should feel natural, believable, and calm. As you write, imagine that you're setting a gentle but firm command for your life. Next, place this item under your bed. Ideally, put it near the head end, or under the part of the mattress where you rest your heart or head. That position connects your intention directly with your energy while you sleep. Do this with care, not hurry, it's a symbolic gesture that sets your message into motion. Every night, before sleeping, sit quietly for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and mentally acknowledge the item beneath you. You don't need to say anything aloud, just feel the quiet certainty that it's working in your favor. Then let it be. Leave it undisturbed. The power of this ritual comes from consistency and calm belief, not constant checking. But remember, spiritual energy works best when matched with physical effort. So, take one small, steady financial action every day or week. Save a little, track your expenses, express gratitude for what you already have. These actions align your physical world with your inner intention. And finally, stay patient. Don't look for instant miracles, notice the subtle shifts, opportunities appearing, new ideas, a lighter feeling around money. These are signs that your vibration is changing and your reality is beginning to catch up. It's important to understand that this practice isn't about instant miracles or sudden wealth appearing out of nowhere. Real transformation doesn't happen overnight. What it does is create small, almost invisible shifts that begin to shape your life in meaningful ways. You might not wake up to a fortune in your bank account, but you'll start to notice a subtle change in how you think, feel, and act around money. Maybe you'll find yourself making wiser financial choices without forcing it, saying no to unnecessary spending, or finally setting aside a bit of savings without guilt. Perhaps new opportunities will begin to appear, a job lead, a client, a helping hand, or even a creative idea that opens a new income stream. Sometimes the first change isn't money itself, but the piece that replaces financial fear. You might feel calmer about your situation, more trusting, and more open to solutions that once seemed impossible. That's when you know the energy is shifting. The secret is consistency, not perfection. You don't need to perform this ritual flawlessly or stress about missing a day. What matters is the energy you carry, steady, positive, and patient. Every night you rest with that intention beneath you, you're deepening the signal that says, "I'm ready to receive." And as you go through this process, pay attention to your feelings more than the outer results. Notice when you feel lighter, more confident, or quietly hopeful. Those emotions are early signs of alignment, proof that your mindset and energy are starting to sync with abundance. When your inner world begins to change, the outer world always follows. You just have to stay connected, consistent, and aware of the small shifts that signal something greater is on its way. Remember, the item you hide under your bed is not the source of magic, it's a symbol, a tool that helps you shift from lack to readiness. The true transformation begins inside you. The moment you decide to believe that abundance is your natural state, you start opening doors that were once invisible. The item simply acts as a bridge, connecting your inner belief with the outer world. It reminds you every night that prosperity is not something you chase, it's something you allow. But don't stop there. Combine this ritual with practical wisdom. Keep track of your money. Learn about saving, investing, and how to make your resources grow. Small steps like planning your budget, cutting unnecessary spending, or expressing gratitude for what you already have will strengthen the energy you've set in motion. When mindset and action work together, abundance doesn't just visit, it stays. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. This is your time to reset your relationship with money and invite balance between the spiritual and the practical. Every night that you sleep with your intention beneath you, remember, you're telling the universe you are ready, deserving, and open to receive more. So here's your challenge, commit to doing this for the next 30 days. Don't rush, don't doubt. Just follow the steps and observe what begins to shift in your life, the opportunities, the calmness, the quiet confidence that grows within. And if you feel comfortable, share your experience in the comments. Others might find hope in your journey. You deserve abundance. Start now. Hide it under your bed. Let your life respond. Thank you for watching and spending your time with Bright Mind Within. I hope this message has sparked something inside you, a reminder that small, intentional actions can open the path to big changes. If this video helped you see money, energy, or abundance in a new light, make sure to give it a like and share it with someone who might need this message today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful insights on transformation, mindset, and attracting the life you truly deserve. Remember this, the simplest acts often unlock the biggest shifts. Sometimes, it's not the grand gestures but the quiet choices we make in faith that change everything. Thank you for being here. Keep your mind open, your heart steady, and your energy aligned. Until next time, stay blessed and stay abundant.